Hello there.
See this 12 right here? This 12 right here? I want you to take that 12 and double it, baby. Because what's going on, guys? My name is Elie Moses, a 24-year-old law and film student here from Sydney, Australia. Absolutely shooting his shot. And today, we are up to episode 7 now of the Sopranos season 5. This season is absolutely sensational and continues to get better and better. And I am hella excited for this episode. This one is titled In Camelot. We're going to get into the reaction. We're going to have some fun with this thing. And let's absolutely smash it, baby. Let's go. Big up the March babies out there, baby. March 12. March 12.
Those kids seem to like you, sort of.
I leave them completely free to do whatever they want. How else are they going to learn from their mistakes? And thank you for having us over.
Can we get a dog, please? I'll walk him, and I'll pick up the poo and pee.
Pee? Right. Start with your underwear.
Oh, we're straight dissing Bobby Jr.?
Tippy? He got worms, though. Had to move to the country.
Tippy was gassed, Tony. Daddy took him to the pound. He used to drag his ass on the carpet just to scratch himself. My mother went crazy.
Gassed?
And he's so cynical about everything else.
Father told me he took him to live on a farm.
They always say, that same farm must have 17 billion dogs on it. Dog shit up to the rafters.
What happened?
I think it was a heart attack. Uncle Zio found her on the couch after Meet the Press.
We hereby commend Conchetta to the Lord, embraced in his divine goodness. Let us go in peace. Amen.
Amen.
Another Sopranos funeral, baby.
Listen, as long as we're here, I was gonna go visit my father. If you'd like to join me.
5 hours they let me out for these funerals. I gotta spend it being maudlin? It's a beautiful day.
Excuse me, I thought you might want to go pay your respects to your brother.
By crying to a chunk of marble? I can pay my respects from the after party.
After party?
It's those uptake inhibitors. We were skeptical at first. Then his mood really improved. His memory, too.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Hi.
Oh, hello.
You knew my mother?
You're Anthony. Oh, my God.
Do I know you?
Oh, no. No, you're not annoying me.
No. Do we know each other?
Oh, we met once. I was a friend of your father's.
Oh. You're
Guma?
from Bambergers. Her department.
Fran Feldstein.
Tony, how you doing?
Yeah.
So what? You come visit?
I miss your father sometimes. It's foolish.
Cap.
No, don't say that.
No, I was sorry to hear about your mother. You'll have to forgive me my hearing. The last few years.
How about a hearing aid? I got the little ones now. You can't even see.
I'm too vain. Anyway, Johnny was very proud of you. You were very special to him.
I'm sure you would too.
You know, Johnny told me if I ever needed anything, I should always call his son.
Cap. No. No.
What do you need?
Not a thing.
Fran Feldstein. That was class.
Got great legs for an old broad.
I was in love with that woman. She was the reason I never married. I wanted to propose. I had the ring all picked out.
So what? She turned you down?
I hesitated. How could I bring this life we live on a woman? Anyway, she took it as a sign I wasn't interested. And then one night, we're all at the 500 Club to see Enzo Stuardi. Your father shows up. Side divorce suit, 2-inch lapel. That was that. She never knew my feelings. What could I do? For years, I suffered in silence.
A blast from the past this episode, it seems.
You sing, Junior.
Nobody wants to hear me. Mario, remember?
I want to hear you. Bro, you're a weapon. Yeah, he deserves a round of applause. I don't care if it's another scene. I do not care.
Thanks. My name's JT. I'm an alcoholic and an addict. Hi, JT. I'm also a TV writer, which by default makes me a douchebag, but you would have figured that out for yourselves. About 15 years ago, I moved from Jersey to Hollywood, broke into the biz. It was a dream come true. I was making money. I had the Beamer, the actress girlfriend. Best of all, I had all the flake I needed to keep me churning out that snappy dialogue for Corbin Burnson. Drugs, alcohol, that shit practically comes with a writer's guild card. Anyway, before too long, I discovered heroin. With the help of some good friends that I made there, I got through it. Chris, where are you? There's my man Chris, everybody. Anyway, I want to talk a little bit about taking a moral inventory.
That's crazy.
So we talked for like an hour.
How Chris meets like a writer.
They had a thing. Her and my old man. Right up till he died. He got from this woman what he couldn't get at home. Support. You know, love. Smile when you walk in the fucking door.
Do you think that justifies his infidelity?
She drove him into that woman's arms, my mother. To all his women. One thing, all the years she was rotting in that grave, I can't remember once my mother going to visit him. But this lady, Fran...
It's possible your mother found it very painful.
Oh, poor her.
What was it like sitting there with Fran?
It's a little weird at first. You know, here I am, comforting my father's mistress. My mother's lying there, dead.
Are you attracted to her?
Come on, she's old enough to be my mother. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's an expression. Don't cream yourself. I do not want to fuck my mother. You should have seen her in her house dress with that hairnet. This conversation will be over in 2 seconds.
You know you can call me anytime, right? What do you got, a date? I gotta meet somebody, a friend.
Go ahead, I'll get this.
Thanks, bro. Listen, call me, I'm serious.
He don't really like JT, does he? Sus on all departments.
Vincent Patronella.
Is he a relative? You know the rules.
He's my niece's godfather. I think I met him at a barbecue once for the bicentennial.
All they can say is no.
My guy, he's got a gangster client.
No, the kid and the dog.
Oh, my son, Bruce. He married an Israeli girl. He's a food service director with El Al.
No, the dog.
Oh, Freckles. He was a gift from your dad.
What? When? Oh, this is my fucking dog. Excuse me, I'm sorry. This was my dog. His name was Tippy.
Your dad never said.
It seems like a recurring theme I've sensed in the beginning of this episode is lies, lies, lies. And I'm not too sure if the image of Tony's father this episode is going to be tarnished, or he's going to continue to find out stuff about his father that he doesn't like, an individual he holds to high regard, high esteem, a saint perhaps, and like he idolizes him, because you saw at the beginning of the episode with the dog Tippy, you know, he thought he went away to a farm because he got sick, and then Janice's like, no, he was gassed, and then now he's finding out from Fran that, you know, he was given to her by Johnny. So I'm interested to see what's true and what's not here, but it seems like he gave away Tippy, and this is going to trigger Tony a lot. And what I think I found interesting this episode is the dark and bleak characters, or like the plain characters, the plain colors characters tend to wear this season, and Fran has been the complete opposite so far. She's been in bright orange in the scene where she was at the graveyard, and that really stood out in that scene, and then now she's wearing a brightly colored green.
I don't fucking believe this. My mother made him give the dog away.
What?
And then again, it goes to his mother's blame.
I mean, he had him for almost 10 years till he moved to Tel Aviv. Then I had to put him to sleep. Latin Quarter.
Holy shit, look at Hesh. George Gershwin.
He was a whoremaster. Cheap. You know, he screwed me out of my retirement money. Against your dad's wishes, by the way.
What are you talking about?
Don't get me started.
No, come on, what happened?
Your dad owned a racetrack. With the midget auto racing,
Yeah, the Chickamauga Raceway over in New Egypt.
and him, Herman, some other guy, Phil something, with the hair from New York.
Leotardo. My father cut him in the pail for poker debt.
Johnny always told me his piece would go to me. Couldn't put me in his will, obviously. When he passed, your dad, I called Hesh. He sent me $500.
That's it?
I'm sorry.
No.
I don't know, man. I have a feeling
Christ,
she's
I wish
using
she'd call.
Tony here to
Bruce
get her
sent me
retirement money.
occasionally.
Well, that's not the point. It's my father's wishes.
She's using his father's legacy. I don't know. I don't know if I'm a bit cynical, but I feel like I don't know. A lot of characters in this show are manipulative. This could be Olivia 2.0 here. I'm not sure, but maybe she's like gaslighting Tony's father and saying the nicest things about him to sort of court Tony into supporting her. I'm not sure because like it's my father's wishes.
Seriously,
Anything
I'm
my father
sorry.
wishes, I'll do.
I shouldn't have even brought it up.
That's what Livia does.
You want to take a ride?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it that way, but I shouldn't have brought it up. But it's really what I want, you know.
Saw my Uncle John.
Get out of here, man. Motherfucking cool, man.
Junior? How's he doing?
I don't know if you know it, but he was always a little hot for you.
He was practically a stalker.
He said he suffered in silence.
Suffered in silence. He used to skulk outside my building, all hours. Weird phone calls.
See?
I always had a hunch he told Olivia about me and John.
Everyone's telling opposing information this episode.
So dusty here.
Yeah. That's silk.
It ain't Kleenex. It's linen.
Your father gave it to me.
I don't know, you got a lot of class.
Just like your girlfriend.
I thought I had it coming. With Phil Leotardo in the can for 20 years, who do you think's been running that place? Huh? Collecting the rent, filing the taxes, all that bullshit.
What about my share? All those years I never saw a dime. You're my father's friend, Hesh. My friend.
Oh, I'm such a good friend. How come I never see you?
What? I see you. I'm fucking busy.
Never too busy to call me at 2 a.m. to hear your problems, though.
One time now. My therapist was on vacation.
Listen, you want a Zen kid, you got it. It's 25%. The closing is not for 2 weeks, and I would appreciate it if you call Phil Leotardo and tell him he should assume part of that burden.
Look, despite how you feel, my father loved this woman.
She's not such a bad person. But I don't know. Something about her always rubbed me the wrong way.
Maybe because she was rubbing him and not you.
How long you know me, Bub, huh? You're a little pale for my taste.
He likes dark-skinned women. Even in that photo, dark-skinned woman.
Yes, I'm aware he's been to 2 funerals in a month. Well, people die, counselor. The deceased in question now, Mrs. Crilly, was the sister of Mr. Soprano's cousin. By marriage.
He gone through the whole family tree to get to these funerals.
So she's not a blood relative per se. Are we quibbling now? For God's sake, the man wants to pay his respects. Well, perhaps my next call should be to Judge Runyons. Get him involved. 5 hours. It's not a Hawaiian vacation. He'll attend the church service, then pay his respects to the family afterwards. Thank you, counselor. We appreciate it.
You're worth every fucking cent.
More funerals, baby.
They're gonna have Scottish bagpipes at the funeral. It should be interesting.
Is he gonna sing to Scottish bagpipes? Why is he trying to go to so many funerals or trying to like latch on to so many funerals? Does he want to pay respects to his brother and he felt shameful if he went with Tony? I don't know.
Fucking game? I don't know. What is wrong? I win one bet, you look like you're gonna cry?
I fucked up again.
La
My
My super came by this morning, fucking cork around the toilet, some weed.
You have got to call someone before you use, not after.
I know. I just wanted to see if I could get high like a normal person.
Come
You're
on,
not
Chris.
normal.
You gotta stop
Neither
that.
of us are. And on top of that, you asked me to meet you at a bar?
Come here, you maniac.
I don't know. I feel like
625K for the track plus all that land.
I feel like last time Tony helped an individual, or not helped an individual. Last time he tried to persuade an individual not to gamble, and you know, he ended up helping him, or like not helping him per se, but he ended up getting in the game anyway, which was the T1000. It didn't go well for Tony's friend, and now Chris's friend here wants to gamble, and Chris is like enticing him with his executive games, and it could not go well for Chris's friend here. I feel like there's a bit of using from both parties here this episode with Chris's friend and Tony's new friend per se.
That's it?
What was the zoning restrictions? Well, lucky we got a buyer at all.
Here's what I propose.
Johnny Sack hasn't been seen in a while.
Tony gets 150. 25% comes from you. The other 75% of that comes from Hesh.
Jesus Christ, that's like 40 grand. You gotta be fucking kidding me, John.
Am I smiling?
Ooh! He took out Lorraine. He's like New York's mine,
Some
baby.
balls, kid. I'll give you that much. You'll give me what I tell you to give me.
Oh, no.
Take it easy, take it easy. Fuck that. This ain't the 70s. And I'm not a kid.
Relax, it's an expression.
Well, here's another expression. You got 5 days to give me my money.
Woo!
Come on.
You can't create these tensions with the other side of the bridge, man. There's already tensions brewing, and you can't get involved in it.
That was out of line.
Billy, he's a boss.
Jersey? Come on, huh?
Check out the initials.
JFK. Holy shit. This was his? You know, I have a hat of his, a captain's hat. I bought it at an auction.
The
A lot
JFK?
of friends don't like him, you know, Ruby and
The one who got killed by Magneto? The JFK?
grammar school.
Wow.
That's my lipstick. We had a little thing.
When he was president?
March, 61. Right before the Bay of Pigs.
She shagged
I was
JFK.
at the Copa with a girlfriend. I'm wearing a new sable, and we meet Lim Billings. Now, Lim is a school friend of Jack's from Choate, but of course, we have no idea. He insists that we join him for some affair at the Pierre Hotel. He won't take no. He has a limo. We figure, oh, what the hell? Yeah. So we go over, and he tells us he's taking us to the presidential suite. So we get up out of the elevator. We go in the suite. It is crawling with models, celebrities. Peter Lawford, Sinatra, Jackie Gleason.
No shit.
Yeah. I'm looking around.
Look at Tony's eyes light up.
Glance across the room, and suddenly, I am locking eyes with John Fitzgerald Kennedy. Yeah, I mean, he comes over. He is a perfect gentleman. He takes my coat, he brings me a cocktail, introduces me around, and finally, at the end of the night, now get this, in the interests of national security, he says, he needs me to stay. Says I'm wearing a sable, he needs to personally interview me to make sure I'm not working for the Russians.
He said that?
Some line, huh?
Yo, JFK got riz.
So what was he like?
Wonderful.
I'm going to try that on girls now.
No, he called, but after all, this man was the leader of the free world. I mean,
I'm going to say that to every girl now.
I
In the
remember
interest of
one
national
weekend I was
security,
supposed to go
I
down to
need to
DC,
interview.
stay at the Ritz-Carlton. Last minute, emergency meeting. Steel workers had gone on strike.
So what, it was just that one time? Or?
That was something your mother never understood. When you're married to a powerful man, you damn well better make him feel powerful.
My mother? Please.
Maybe that's
saw a
the
picture
most
of Olivia on
interesting
New Year's
thing
Eve.
she said this episode.
She was dressed like a refugee.
Gonna make him feel powerful. You need to have a strong queen next to the
I think I'm
king.
gonna skip the coffee. I got a meeting in the city.
You sure?
Was she speaking a lot of gabagots there? I don't know.
Consider this an advance. Get your phone turned on and pay your rent.
Your dad would be so proud.
It's always about the dad. It's always about the
He's a
dad.
real gentleman.
There's no nice things given in this show. without a reason behind it, without a sinister intent.
I'm gonna go. I'm fucking shot. I'll call you tomorrow.
You want to work out? Sure, yeah, whatever.
4 clubs for Joe
Yeah,
Hollywood.
he got it. He got a
Jack for the
gambling
car wash
problem.
king.
Forget about
Jack
the
for
drug
Mr.
problem.
Vito.
He didn't talk about his gambling prediction.
Show Valentina you love her.
Yo, Valentina hasn't been seen in a while, and then she pops up like that. And she pops up for a climax and leaves.
Gotta order some flowers. Sal from the dry cleaners. His kid died. Drowned in a jacuzzi. 7 years old. You believe it? Fucking tragedy.
Don't tell me he sees this as another funeral. Oh my. Yo, his lawyer eating up the cash for this.
Harold Melbourne.
It's me. I got another funeral. A kid. His father does my shirts.
Corrado, it has to be a relative.
It is a relative, goddammit. My old man came over with this kid's great-great-grandfather. The guy had a club foot.
That's rather tenuous, don't you think?
The whole fucking village of Avellino settled in this area. We gotta be related somewhere down the line.
Corrado.
Corrado, my balls. I gotta get out of this house. I'm going fucking star crazy.
Okay, he's using the funerals to have that 5-hour baby's day out, you know? Uncle June's day out.
Holy shit. You're still here? Called you all day yesterday.
We're in a hand here.
How long has this game been going for?
Fold.
These executive games.
Yeah, fuck it.
All in.
Call.
That's nothing for Vito.
Pair of tens.
Flush.
Get out of
Put it
here.
on the river.
Latest, bro. On the river. Damn, as well.
How bad?
Here's the house, 57.
1,000?
$57,000. Oh my gosh. Get your ass out of here, bro.
What are you, fucking crazy?
Define crazy. I'm good for it. I'm up for this Dick Wolf thing. If I get on staff, it's like a month's salary.
Well, how about this fucking month?
Hey, you think you could spot me for a while? I got some child support, too.
I'll cover this. I'll give you $3 for incidentals. That's 60,000 altogether.
I've only been up 2 days. I can still add.
Good. Then add 2 points every week till I'm paid in fucking full.
You're charging me, Vig?
Yes.
On top of the principal, it's compounded if you're late. That's 1,200 1 week from today. Don't give me that look. This is your problem. I will not fucking enable you.
Yeah, you got yourself into this mess, my friend.
There he is, Philly.
Philly, where's my money, Philly?
Phil.
Philly? Phil?
Phil, where you going?
Where you go?
Tony, I gotta meet John down the restaurant. You fucking cocksucker.
Where my money, Phil? Oh, it's on now. It's on. Oh, come on, man. We can't crash another SUV. We got the new white one. We've already crashed the black one. Come on. It's getting totaled. It's getting totaled. Oh, no. We're still going. We're still going. What a banger.
Where you gonna go, huh? Oh, fuck up.
Hey, he's dealing airbags. He can sort it out.
Mister, you okay in there? You all right? You run from me, you fucking cocksucker? Where's my fucking money? I'll get it. I'll get it. What do you think? I'm an asshole? Huh? No, I can't hear you. No, no, please. Sorry. Oh, oh. You got 24 hours. Call 911. They're on their way. It's all right.
That's gonna be one of the most hilarious moments I've seen in the show. Hey, mister, are you okay? Where my fucking motherfucker? No, man. That's actually hilarious. Get the man into a car accident. full high-speed chase in the episode that we're selling a racetrack, by the way. And then, hey, mister, are you okay? Motherfucker. I don't know why that's so funny. Oh, I'm sorry. You can't transition to the 7-year-old funeral after this, please.
Should probably take one of those tranquilizers her mother gave her.
Is he using the funerals for good food and like just to go out? Like, there's so many benefits to the funerals, I guess.
Chicken's nice and spicy, huh?
See? It's a 5-hour Uncle June's day out. Uncle June's day off. Forget Ferris Bueller's day off. We got Uncle June's. Dr. Strangelove.
I know you're in there. You're casting a shadow over the people.
Hey.
What, are you ducking me?
No. What are you...
Cap.
This girl, she's a pain in the ass.
What the fuck? Where you been?
Working, man. I got those TV pitch meetings. I was gonna call you.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
too
so
busy
why
playing
didn't you?
games, man.
Dick Wolf's right-hand guy. He likes my stuff. He told my agent. I'm gonna be on staff.
I got out of that business because people fuck you over. John Favreau? Faggot cocksucker trying to steal my ideas.
Swearing all this holy.
D-girl, baby.
That wasn't the deal. I'll be back tomorrow. Don't make me a jerk-off.
Hey, things could get ugly. He might be back tomorrow, poorly.
Get a load of these. My new kicks, Bottega Veneta, marked down to only $600.
I can't stand this girl.
Thought you were paying your phone bill.
I should have, I know. But it's been so long since I've been able to treat myself.
Cap! I can't stand this woman. I can't stand this woman. Look at her. She's wearing all the flashy outfits this episode. She's the most colorful this episode. She has enough to take care of herself. I'm telling you right now.
Zio's going downhill. The day we met, I told you we were there at the cemetery to bury his wife, my Aunt Conjetta. 70 years they were together. Poor guy's taking it very hard.
So?
Oh, he's not back with Paulie. He's back with
Good morning to you too.
You got it?
I forgot this guy's name. Is it Little Paulie?
I'm JT, by the way.
He doesn't care what your name
Fucking
is.
Pulp Fiction? Am I supposed to be afraid?
Yes.
I don't know. I didn't see it. You're being a prick, huh? I told you, I need more time. I don't have the money.
Then fucking get it.
Chris, you know me. What could you possibly do to me that I haven't already been through?
I'm positive we'll think of something.
That was coming. That was coming. You don't take money from these guys, or you don't go in debt with these guys. Really? With the Doctor Strangelove poster?
And 66 years.
Oh, this guy died? One-Eyed Willie?
Till death do us part. Conchetta left him and went home to God. In the 2 weeks that followed, Nicolo struggled without her, finally succumbing to irredeemable loss.
Yo, how many funerals Enta and Tola doing this
The
episode?
enormity of his grief can hardly be imagined. How much they went through together, seeing their children grow, and looking joyfully on as their grandchildren had children. Sickness and health.
You know what you could tell with this show as well? I feel like you can take an image from each funeral that has been attended in the show or been filmed in this show, and it can tell the story in itself. Like, you could take a funeral, or like whatever funeral happens in each season, you could take a photo from each of the funeral, and that will tell a story in itself progressively in terms of like which characters are surviving the show, which ones are not there anymore, and like who's in charge and who's not. I feel like
Good times and bad, but through it all, one thing remained constant. They had each other. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee.
I feel sorry for Uncle June because he doesn't have someone to join him in heaven or wherever he goes. He said this episode he never married.
Now and at the hour of our death.
But
Amen.
Junior, what's the matter?
Oh, this fucking shit. What's the point? I can't take it anymore.
Hey, you need to lower your voice.
I don't know if he's meant to be emotional here and it's poor acting, because I feel like there was a comment that said David Chase always laughed when Bobby had to cry, right? And I just feel like because he couldn't act the emotional scenes that well, I don't know if Uncle June can't do it well there as well. I don't know.
It's gold plated.
Don't sell your Emmy, man.
Melt it down, man. Look, I told you $15. Oh, fuck, man.
For an Emmy?
This is like huge, this shit. If you're an Oscar, maybe I could give you something. An Academy Award. But TV. What else you got?
Why are we dissing TV this episode? David Chase knows what he's doing.
My car. Yeah, okay. Cool. I'll check that out.
Bro, he's got an Emmy right there. This guy had he had the whole world in his hands, and it's a shame.
He's hitting the vein, nodding out.
Son of a fucking bitch.
Expert miracles.
Cheers.
Yeah, this is the money from the closing. The racetrack. It's 150 grand.
That's great.
Take that, Tony, please.
How's your pal Hesh?
Take that.
Good.
I remember once. Your dad and I drove down the shore. Hesh had rented a place at Point Pleasant.
Even Tony's getting sick of hearing the bullshit.
Actually, it was a couple of months before he died. We stopped at a liquor store. He had to pee. I needed some cigarettes. Anyway, the man behind the counter was blind. Your dad looks at him.
Oh, wait a minute. This is after my dad got sick?
Yeah.
My dad caught emphysema and you kept smoking?
He didn't mind.
He could barely breathe. We had the oxygen tent set up right in the house. I mean, Jesus Christ, even my mother quit.
I offered to stop. I mean, he didn't want me to. He was fine with it, really.
All right, whatever. Finish your story.
It was dumb. Your dad got the guy to give us some champagne.
Hey, she had to cut that story real short. She had to cut that story real short.
It's the hat I told you about. JFK.
Oh, my goodness. Look at this. May I?
Yeah.
The El Capitan hat.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
This is the
Happy birthday, Mr. President.
You know that she looked like the Grinch there, man.
Happy birthday.
Somebody call Jim Carrey. Nah, I can't. That's cringe. That's cringe, bro. Bro, now I know where they got the Skylar happy birthday scene in Breaking Bad. Okay, they ripped it off right there, and it's all the more cringe. If anything, they're on par with the cringiness. I don't know, the Skylar one might be worse, but this one's competing. This one's on the same racetrack, and they're racing for first together. That's the Grinch. That's how the Grinch acts, man. Bah! Whack her in the face. Nah, you're making a mockery, man. Tony.
I met with a Dick Wolf guy.
That was hard to watch.
They
I'm not.
hired some kid from Yale.
Do I put you guys through it as well one more time? Do I
Now the
fast?
money I owe you.
Do I reverse it? Do I
My ex-fucking wife.
Do I replay it?
Have you shut up?
Do I rewind back?
We're in the program. You're gonna use. Why didn't you call your sponsor?
I couldn't get him.
So why the fuck didn't you call me?
Look how many stuff in his house he's tried to get rid of and sell.
Yeah, but I don't
Oh,
fucking live.
the same expression of disappointment. The same.
These fucking slippers.
The same.
Go on.
The same body language right there with the transition.
Started thinking about it. When I was, 16 years old, and my son's age, I came home from school and there was this note from my Aunt Quinn. My mother had been pregnant with another kid after my sister Barbara. Change of life baby, they called it. And, well, she started bleeding. I was supposed to find my father and get him over there ASAP. I called every number I had. I left messages all over town. And finally, that night, at 10 o'clock, called me back.
Hello? Anthony, what's the matter?
Ma's in the hospital. I think she was bleeding. The baby.
Jesus Christ. Oh, shit.
Did she have a miscarriage?
Went over to the hospital. Walked into her room.
You're okay, baby. You're okay.
No, you're okay. Your life is just so wonderful and okay.
I love how the roses stand out as well. Love how the red roses stand out.
I was at the Yankee game.
Fantastic color grading.
What do you take me for, an idiot?
Oh, Lee, that's not true. I picked up Anthony from school. We went to the game. Nicky gave us the tickets.
You're a goddamn liar.
I swear to God, Lee, the car broke down. The timing belt. We had to stay at Cousin Jimmy's. Not all. When we got home and saw that note, I was worried sick. Ask Anthony, you don't believe me.
Where were you last night, Anthony?
We were at Cousin Jimmy's, Ma.
Nah, man. That I think
She could have fucking died. From a miscarriage.
he lied for his father. Far out. That was that look like, lie, man. Help me out, son.
Fuck her.
Was there any blame on his part? This man you emulate? The lies? The betrayals with other women?
So many lies. So many lies. Because you do the exact same thing.
This is very important. Your mother had her faults. But after all this time, what should we do with the old woman? Have an auto da fe? Burn her at the stake? You need to forgive her and move on.
It's crazy how Olivia, a character who passed away
She
time
made my
ago.
father give my dog away.
I thought your father was a big tough guy.
Probably didn't want to hear her bullshit anymore. Gave my dog away to his girlfriend's kid. Big fucking deal. If it was up to her, she would have had it killed.
I don't know. I just find it interesting. Like, this episode, not much has happened in terms of, like, the actual mafia life, the New York, the tensions there, Tony B getting back in the game after the sit down with Tony in the last episode. But it's just been an episode full of lies and deceit, and it's been a really depressing episode, bar from that horribly cringe moment. It's just been a depressing episode of characters using one another, manipulating, and obviously re-triggering the memories of Tony's mother, and just again the shitty upbringing Tony had from both parents. They're both not saints, but the lies, the deceit, the abuse he had to endure, and man, it's just like, and then you have the funerals this episode. There's been like no light whatsoever this episode, and the only moment I can take, like the bright moment, is just a bit of comedy with Tony interacting with Philly, and maybe Hesh a little bit as well. Like I like always seeing Hesh. I feel like he's a cool, collected old head in the game, that knows how to compose himself and knows how to deal with problems easily. But yeah, this episode just been filled with lies, deceit, manipulation, everything you can think of. And it just goes to show as well that even though the character Olivia has passed away, she still lives on. She still lives on. That memory of her hasn't been. Tony hasn't forgave her. He hasn't been able to, and yeah, she's every time the thought of her, it just disgusts her. It just disgusts him. Sorry, and yet he still, like Melfi said, you still emulate your father,
thanks.
despite all the lies and deceit he had.
Book value 17 grand. I'll knock that off the principal.
I fucking love this car.
So you'll get another one?
This is rock bottom.
Is that your sponsor? I'll see you when you get out of rehab. We'll figure out the rest of the payments. You can do this, man. I have faith in you. There's no chemical solution to a spiritual problem.
Damn, look at Chris. Chris the one helping out. Damn, signed off the BMW like that. Convertible.
I beat prison, and for what? I have no children. Would somebody please explain this to me?
Yeah, death is staring Uncle June in the face. Like, it's welcoming. I feel like Uncle June this episode has accepted his fate. Like, he's attended so many funerals, and the funerals caught up to him in terms like, yeah, they were good times out. But he realized, sadly, that he has nothing to leave behind. No child, no wife, no nothing, no inheritance. Oh, it's probably going to go to Tony, whatever he has, or Bobby, depending on the will, Janice, whatever. That he's left nothing behind, and he's just facing death. He's facing reality soon enough. Death is going to welcome him into his arms. And Tony is probably facing a similar fate as well. He's faced so much death this episode as well, attending multiple funerals. Now, the thing is, you guys always in the comment section talk about the rules of the game and the mafia, and Tony disrespected a boss right there in Phil, right at the table. That's a high MVP, isn't it? In like the New York side of things, and he even disrespected Jersey by saying, "What is Jersey?" Like, you get what I mean when he realized he's a boss in Jersey. What's New Jersey? So I think that goes to show as well, Tony letting his emotions get the better of him again, and him not able to separate his family life from the mafia life. Sometimes the mafia frustrations seep into his family life, but now the family life, or the things going on with Fran and his father, seep into the mafia lifestyle. He can't balance the two out, and hence he took it out on Philly, and that can have disastrous connotations in the future, because those boys ain't gonna let that slide. Even though he's a boss now, and he says, you know, I'm not a kid anymore, he still needs to respect the rules of the game. And I feel like Johnny Sack stood up for him there, but he might not stand up for him anymore.
So Ash tells me, you met your dad's Vermont.
Nice, huh?
Nice. She was JFK's girlfriend for like 3 years.
No shit.
I thought it was a night
remember
thing.
hearing about her.
Or like, I can't hear it out.
JFK, huh? How do you like that?
Crazy. Instead of like vilifying Fran, he's praising her at the end here.
Jackie Kennedy thought the marriage was over.
That's another great shot. Another great shot of Tony. Ooh, get the smoke, baby, out. Get the smoke out, man. This show is fire. Ooh, ooh. I don't know. I feel like we're slowly... I know we still got like a season 6 with like 20-something episodes, and we've still got a lot to go in season 5. But I'm not sure if we're starting to see the inevitable downfall of Tony here, and him starting to lose control. I'm not sure. Like, especially him at the table right there with those New York bosses, those New York heavies. They're like he acted out of line there. Yeah, it's very interesting. Very interesting. Chris, for instance, starting to, you know, call out people for who they really are as well, or his mate as well. Imagine he starts doing that down the line as well. We see a total transformation from Chris. I hope he doesn't end up down. Oh, you know what? Like, I don't know, Chris. I can't stand him half the time, but then there's highlights with him doing good stuff. But don't forget, he's a total prick as well. But yeah, an episode full of truths, lies, Tony's past coming up to him, how Tony's past has sort of shaped who he is as a character. Very interesting, very interesting. Not a bad episode of The Sopranos. Not one that set the world on fire. One with a very cringe moment, I might say, with the happy birthday. But yeah, interesting to see the birthday thing as well. It's like, yo, Breaking Bad took that straight from The Sopranos. I was like, I'm not sure if that's paying homage or just lazy writing to recreate a cringe moment like that. I don't know. I feel like, but the showrunner of Breaking Bad has constantly talked about how much he loves Sopranos, to the fact that it's influenced even so much in Breaking Bad, where you have beat for beat similar storylines, characters named after characters in Sopranos. You had the Salamanca sauce an episode ago or 2 episodes ago. So yeah, it's very, very interesting. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy my reaction to this episode. As always, it's been your boy Elie Moses. Take care. God bless. Peace.